We have an invisible zipper we're using on this project.
Okay,
We've got our backs laid out here.
this invisible zipper. We'll turn this. See, we have this so that it's right. This is the outside. This is the outside. So we'll turn this like this and lay it along here. Well, it'll need to go up from there. I just don't want this dragging the floor. Okay. So this we want a little bit below the margin up there.
That's like an 1/8 inch.
Well, we want this to be, we want this top of it to be below 5/8, okay? So 5/8 is about where my thumbnail is.
Can you go under your thumbnail? That's where the edge of the zipper is?
Yes,
Okay.
that's where the top is. So that's between 1/8 and 1/4. It's probably about 1/4 actually.
Because
Okay.
we want to be able to sew across here eventually.
Yes. So when we sew this, we'll open this out and you'll sew right there in that ditch, right where my nail is going.
What about the depth this way? I notice you have it away
It's about 5/8 across away from where you'll be sewing it. That's how you'll lay it on there. And so we want to lay this on here without stretching it and pin it right down here at the waist because this is stretchy material. But you don't want this to stretch as you go. You want to have it staying where it's supposed to be staying with a pin there so that you don't get a big hump in your back from it stretching. Because the zipper's not going to stretch, but the material wants to.
Mm-hmm.
But you want it to lay flat on here. And you will sew until you get down here in this stitch. You have to spread it out, and the presser foot, the feet for it really helps. So you will go as far as you can go right down here,
And we'll just worry about one side at a time.
and then you back stitch.
Okay.
Yes.
And we're not even pinned to this first.
No,
we're
no.
just worrying with one piece.
Wait. Do I have this right? It's so confusing. This is the way it goes. Is that how I had it? So that this is outside. Okay. Okay. So then you will zip it up after that, and it's sewed to this one side.
Mm-hmm.
And where that seam is, you put a mark on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you unzip it again, and this side's already sewn in here like this,
Mm-hmm.
then you will sew this side like this, and where that mark is, you will put it right on that seam. You'll pin it there, you'll put a seam up, put a pin up here,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to make that go together where these seams will match.
Right.
And you go all the way down, as far as it'll
Again,
go.
sewing from the top.
Sewing from the top, as far as you can go down here.
And as far as you can go is like to where the knob is.
Yep.
Okay.
You can't go any further than that.
Okay.
And then,
So it's just too straight. You're not sewing across yet.
no, you can't. You cannot do that.
Okay.
And then when you zip it up, this will be like this,
Mm-hmm.
and this will be like this,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll go together, and you'll have this sticking out. Then you have to pull this out of the way and sew the rest of the seam.
As 5/8.
Yes.
How close do you go here?
As close as far as you can go.
Okay.
And then when you get done with that, and this is inside, and you have a seam, then you will sew these tails down.
Is that a hand thing or is that a sewing machine thing?
You can do it on the sewing machine. You sew it to the seam allowance, so
Yeah.
this thing is not tickle your bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Then at the top, is that later?
At the top, you'll deal with that when you do the facing.
Okay. All right. You make it sound so easy. And then is there anything weird about this I need to know?
You got to put this on your machine.
Can you use it one way for one side and one side for the other? Or is it?
I've never had one exactly like this. But this thing here will go in that crevice. And yeah, you move it over. See, that's a bigger hole.
Mm-hmm.
So you can move it on either side, which it depends on which side you're going down.